Now, have you ever thought of buying an electric vehicle? With fuel prices at a record high, you'd think they would spark a bit of interest.
Sales of plug-in cars have been slow, though. Ministers now hope grants for electric vans will drive up the numbers.
Well, our transport correspondent Richard Westcott has more on this from central London. Morning, Richard.
Good morning. I am in the Renault Kangoo up the road, the Renault Kangoo ZE, and Andy, if you'd like to give us a little drive in it. Yes, a few yards. Why would you buy this? Because this is more expensive than a diesel, isn't it? Why would you buy an electric van?
More expensive. Costs you £13,500, and it'll save you money.
I mean, this didn't work for cars really so far, did it? I mean, I don't want you to jump into it too much, but 2011 wasn't a great year for electric car sales. Why is it going to be different for commercial vans?
Well, I think businesses are going to adopt electric vehicles on a larger scale. I think the plug-in van grant has made a massive difference to affordability. Just coming back to my point on affordability, £13,500, 14 on the road, a battery lease that gives you lifetime reassurance, exemption from congestion charge. It's a fantastic proposition. It will save you money.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you very much. Well, we've obviously just gone a few yards there, but let's actually see. There's a big launch going on here. Do you know what, Paul? Do you want to spin around? We can see all the people here, all the photographers and everything. The reason they're here, Justine Greening's the Transport Secretary, this big launch. You're giving away all this money, effectively, to buy electric vans. Now, why would you give £8,000 to someone who's buying an electric van when we're in a slumped economy at the moment? Money is tight. Why are you giving so much money to one specific type of technology that isn't actually proven?
Well, I think it makes good sense for people who have to drive around and use vans for work, because it means that they can switch on to transport that's cleaner and greener, but also once they've been able to buy the van, it's more cost effective too, because we all know when we fill our cars, or if you fill a van with diesel, just how expensive that can be. Also, though, we need to do this because we need to get our emissions down as a country, and we know that obviously road transport is one of those key drivers of emissions that we've got. So it's good for business, but also good for the environment.
I know it's early days, but this didn't work for cars. You were giving £5,000 to people to buy an electric car, and 892 people last year applied to get that money. That's terrible, isn't it, really, bearing in mind 2 million cars were sold. Why is it going to be any different for vans?
Well, I think what we're trying to do is help stimulate the market, and we are seeing, as we've seen today, more models come out that people will be able to use these grants against. And I think clearly, as the price of petrol and indeed diesel stays high, I think more people will really start to seriously consider switching to electric, switching to hybrid. And I think that's going to be, as I say, not just good for them, keeping their motoring costs down ultimately, but also good for the environment too.
How long are you going to be subsidising electric cars and vans?
Well, we're hoping to do what we can to get the market started. There's a huge amount of R&D now going in. Of course, we as a country have really done well with our motor exports recently. This is part of helping to support that too. We know that electric and hybrid cars, and indeed hydrogen cell cars, are probably going to be the vehicles we're driving in the future. We want to make sure that not only are UK consumers driving them, that we're building them too.
Fantastic, thank you very much. Anyway, as I say, the plan was this morning that we were going to drive on this is a Mia, okay? It's been brought over from France by Richard, who's in there. It's quite a quirky little design. It's in the Design Museum, apparently, and we're going to have a little go. Richard, hello. We've got a bit of a crowd, so ignore us. Okay, I will belt up, by the way. I'm going to close the door for us to move off. Anyway, thanks very much. Obviously, you won't hear a thing. Here we go.
There he goes.
Not a whisper.
Not a whisper.
No, and that's unusual for Richard Westcott. You can normally hear him going down the street, frankly, couldn't you?